we got some parts. So from Corvette Central here, got some new nuts. Door control rod. What's this? Oh, that's the door mechanism. That's nice. This one is door handle. So with gasket. Door handle. Oh, on the outside. So I got my 2 door handles, the rods, and the 2 mechanisms. Sweet. So I got basically this door handle for both sides, this mechanism, and the rods. Sweet, sweet, sweet. So be able to throw that back together with the new stuff and go from there. Yeah, so that's nice. So I'll unbox all this and see if there's anything else I'm missing. Cool. All right, well, that gives me something a little more to do. I kind of just went and roughly painted the inside there. Doesn't have to be perfect because you're not going to see it. It's behind a panel. Basically, I just put that paint down to protect the, any more rust from coming up. I'm going to try and get maybe a little bit on the inside. If I'm going to try and get my hand up in there and spray paint along this side too. That way, there's no rust ever. You got that little extra barrier there. Of course, I'm out in the desert too, so. And of course, it's all nice and dry now, so we can work on it. And we can start putting some pieces back together. So you can kind of see the old one compared to the new one. I mean, it's just all real nice and clean. Yeah. The only thing is I'll spray, just like I said, a little bit of lithium grease in there. It was worth it because I was missing the rods, the rod on the one end. So I wanted to replace the rod anyway. And the kit was $40 more than just the rods. Oh, it already has lithium grease in it. Sweet. So this one's all ready to go. You can just put it in. And yeah, but you can see, like, man, they were just greased the hell out of it on the old one. So, and it comes with a new clip compared to my old beat up bent one, so you can kind of tell. So that's a nice little addition for my lock. So that really helps. I'm going to go ahead and take this off, put it on here, and put it on the door. So anything that's basically on the inside of this door, I can start putting back together. I'm not going to get too crazy with it because I still got the power windows, and I need to clean up the tracks and stuff on this one and see exactly what's the best way to have this installed, if it's with the tracks in or whatnot. So I don't want to get too crazy, putting it back together. But these little pieces and the rods and the one end, I definitely can put back in. So that's what we're gonna do. How did my door handle not even fall off? There's not even a screw holding it on there. There's supposed to be a screw right in there. Not even in there. So that's funny. I don't know. I don't even know. That's just the thing, I guess, when people get lazy putting things back together and not doing the right thing. So anyway, you just, see, now that one has some bite to it. Let's try and get it in there. There we go. Now that's in there. And put that screw in to hold it in place. Like I said, it's just funny to see how some things don't just, like, I don't know. Okay. Then we got this rod. That'll go in there with that clip. So make sure we got the right one. I think that's, no, looks like this way. So it's gonna be this one. Looks like that one will go in that hole. Yep. Okay, so that's why I see you keep it together for reference. And then we'll need that little clip. Where did I put my 7/16? That's gonna go right there. So. So these don't have to be too tight, just tight enough. So you don't really have to wrench them down. Okay. Oh man. Look at that. Man, that's amazing. That is just amazing how that feels. All right, so then this put through here and come from the bottom, because that's going to connect down and along this rail here. Okay, so just stick that in, and let's see, I think it's one is it? This one. So you can see by, you got one left and one right. Okay, so this goes on the lip here first. That just sticks through. And we snap it down onto the rod. Come on. Okay, don't fight me. There we go. And that's what opens up the doors right there. So you'll connect to this little hole right here. So it's gonna, let's see. I think it goes that way. We'll find out. All right, so we have our little things here. Let's stick this up in here. Maybe I can hold it into place. I'll get one started. Go. And, all right. Seems like it's going in easier than taking it out. But I think these are going to have to be installed before I install the window. There has to be a different way for that window, you know, to go on and off. Like I said, it just doesn't seem right the way I took it out. I probably did it wrong. Trying to learn the mechanism. I can't remember, because I had a 74 Corvette and I had to change the window on it. I don't know how I got that glass out, so I'm sure it's the same, but that was 20 years ago, so you know, who knows. All right, now bring this rod up. Yeah, and that, yeah, it goes into that one. All right, so we got to put this piece back on. That has that lithium grease already on there. So boy, it's already looking 100 times better, isn't it? Much cleaner car here. Like I said, not too tight on these particular bolts. You just want them snug, because you don't want to. There's not much there to really hold these in. So. Okay, so for this one, on this handle, it has that initial step, and I don't know if you can see it. Let's see if we can. Oh yeah, you can kind of see it. Anyway, right here, this is where it hits. So then you can feel it, and then it'll open. So that's how I adjusted this little lever here. So the next one's going to be the lock, and it's going to be this rod. The adjustable end is going to be on this end. So that's how we're going to do that one. Snap down. All right. And then this particular one is going to go to this. So then when we lock it, you know, it'll lock it into place. So I'll lock and unlock. What we can do is we can take this old one. Okay, we can measure the threads, so we can kind of just put it up there. That's pretty close. We'll leave that as is. All right, there's that. Okay, and then where's our other rod? And this last rod is going to go upper door lock mechanism. So then this one is going to be the one that goes, oh, right here. So there and there. So, and I'm not sure because this rod was missing, but I'm pretty sure it goes like that. And then we adjust. Yeah, so right here, because this rubber holds in this area. All right, so we'll take this one off first. Goes like that. Okay. Gives me that one, but it doesn't. I think they gave me the wrong piece. Because that one doesn't latch. Let's see. They sent me the wrong clip. Let's see. Let's see if I got one on here. One of these. Use one of these old ones. Let's see if that one. This one will work. I'll just clean it up a little bit. So use some of that brake cleaner and give me a rag and clean it up, put it on there. Huh. Quality control. People are just putting things on wherever they think it goes. So we'll just clean this one up a little bit. Yeah, see, that's not going to work because this one, it's not going to. That's the wrong clip. Let's see if I got another clip. One of these have to be a right clip. These go like... Alright, so see that's a totally opposite one. So this one should work. Alright. Yeah, so that one will work. Okay, this one doesn't need clean. This one, that one looks fine. Okay. One little thing though, I want to squeeze these a little bit, make them a little bit tighter. That way I know they'll never come flying off. There we go. See, much better. All right, and then when we lock and unlock, see, you got the right measurement for that. So now I have that pop locker. It's going to be drilled into here, and it connects to this. It's going to open and close the pop locker there. The only thing I left is I got the door handle, but this door handle I have to sand and everything, do that. So it's good I got these parts on, and get these out of the way for right now. So we'll leave that as is. I might put the tracks back in. Like I said, I have to do a little more research. I'm gonna take a little break, go and get some lunch, and do a little bit of research on if I keep the tracks in or not. And if I put the tracks back in, then we'll be good to go. Yeah. So yeah, we'll try from the inside, see how hard it is to open. Oh, that closes nice. Oh, opens nice. Yeah. There we go. That is a beautiful functioning door. Okay, so after watching the video and everything, they're just taking out these nuts right here, prying them out, and then getting the window out. But this track is going to be completely different from the electric windows. So this still had to come out. But they said that these tracks stay in. So I'm going to put these tracks back in, clean them up, put them back in. And then when this mechanism actually comes for the window regulator, the electric one, then we'll switch them out and see what the difference is there and go from there. So if you look, it's the same issue, just all that gunk in there. So we're just going to clean all that out, and then, like I said, put some of that lithium grease in there, and that'll make it go up and down a little bit better. But I don't know, yep, it's on there hard, so we need to get that out of there. Okay, so same thing. We'll start by spraying this brake cleaner to help loosen up some of that old grease and get in some of those areas that are just hard to reach. See what we can wipe off at that. See if we can, yeah, see we can wipe off a little bit here and there. Not much on the inside. We're gonna have to scrape that, but okay. Anyway, we'll let it do its thing. But with this go around, I'm gonna use a screwdriver because I don't think I got any other type of scraper or anything to get down in there. Just a flat blade screwdriver. There we go. Get the majority of that gunk up. Okay. Here. And also on the insides here. Try to scrape up as much as I can. Maybe I got a little bit of a better blade. Yeah, you can use carburetor cleaner or brake cleaner, either or. Brake cleaner seems to break up grease a little bit better. So, okay, got these pretty cleaned up. So then, we'll reinstall them. Much cleaner. That way, I'm not worried about anything catching in the grooves. And spray a little bit of lithium grease on in between. Want this liquid or this lithium grease inside, like right through here where the roller actually hits. So it'll just ooze down. Don't need a whole lot. We'll just let that ooze all the way down. You can, I don't know if you can see, but it's starting to collect here at the bottom. So we'll just wipe that out. We don't need too excessive. I mean, you don't need too much lithium grease. You just need just a tad. Like I said, this stuff goes a long freaking way. So, okay. I think we'll do... Okay, so here's my new gasket. Let's see, I think this one, I go on that side. Let's see. I have to figure out how, yeah, this one goes over here. And that goes this way. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bolt up these ends, get these where they need to be, you know, in the positions. And then we're gonna wrap it around. And let's see, how does that go on there? Oh, that goes on there like that. So we'll get these bolted down, and then we'll move these around, and then we'll glue with our yellow super weather stripping along the edges here, and then go from there. So, all right. I absolutely hate this stuff. So we got right there, so you can see where our glue needs to start. And you're just going to put a bead. Stuff is just nasty. So it just stretches, and see it just, ugh. Yeah. Big pain in the butt. And so anyway, that's going to come down and push into there. Okay. And that'll set up my glue for the initial beginning. Okay. And then I need to put that screw in there. Hold it down. See how just goopy that stuff is? I don't know if you can see it. I'll show you here in a minute. And this stuff is just... Alright, so now I got that weather stripping on there, and I slammed the door shut for if the weather stripping will push up against that glue and hold it in place where it needs to be. I'm going to take a 180 real quick, and I'm just going to kind of go over this along the edge and right here, and then we'll come in and we'll fiberglass that in. So, but we want to clean up around these edges. All right, so we don't want to get too crazy. I'm going to need new block by the time I'm done with this. I think I'm going to have to build it up right through here. See, we got that angle pretty good. It's just this. Right through the top. We can do better. I just don't want to get too thin through that fiberglass. So we're gonna have to build this out, come this way, maybe come down. Yeah, I got this nice round one, so we can get that groove. Yeah, not gonna get any better than that. Pretty good right through there. We'll leave that be. We just need to come, gotta figure out how we're gonna flatten that out a little bit. Alright, so now we got that, we're gonna do the same thing. Get some fiberglass put in there. We're gonna just take up some tiny pieces of the mat and just put it in there first and build up the mat until it gets flush, and then we'll put one or two bigger pieces that go over it. We'll do the same kind of thing here. Take the resin, just kind of get it all up in there, okay? Make sure it's kind of thick a little bit, okay? And then you're just going to take some pieces and just put them in there. Try to overlap them a little bit. There you go. Stick them on there. Come back with more resin and you just dab. Okay, get it in there. Get some more pieces. Try and just get them on there, little by little. Okay. Same thing, just dab them in there. See how it just starts filling up that void. Okay. One more piece right there. I think we're pretty good for filling it in there. So dab. Some good resin all over there. All right. Now you're going to take a bigger piece and just put it over. So it sinks in a little bit, but that's why you're doing 2 or 3 patches. All right, get that stay there. Okay. And we'll go a bigger piece. And then once that hardens, then you can come in and just sand it flat. Okay. And I got one more piece like that. And that should be more than enough to cover it. Okay. And make sure that resin's in there really good. Okay, so I can see how it humps a little bit. So you just want it just barely, have a little bit of a hump. All right. Got some drips. Let's pick that up. I'll sand this all down. All right. Okay, so we're going to be working on this gap right here. So right about here is when it starts getting a little bit tighter. All right, so this one going this way, I'll do the door going this way a little bit. That's what it looks like. And then once I get up to here, then I'll follow the door. So let's see if I can get fast, so there we go. Oh man, that line looks magnificent. I think that's, well, I'm going to leave it at that. Looks really good. And then just right, like I said, right about here is when it starts gapping up. So, and we can build it up just a little bit right here. No big deal. I think the best thing to do is I should get this flat first. I should work on this, bondo it to where it's gonna be nice and flush. Get that line and then bondo right through there, because it's just a little close, but not close enough. So, but that's good. We got this. I'm pretty happy with that line already. We'll leave it as is for now. That was real quick. I'm happy for that. So we don't want to move this rear deck, because it's already set where it needs to be, and I can see still, and it's on the same side. These just come up and in too much. So, like I said, a good strip of bondo right through there. Yeah, you can see a little bit of fiberglass. I want to see. Yeah, you can see a little bit of fiber. There we go. So, see a little bit of fiberglass right there, and then of course they have that bondo and primer just to skip it across there. They just didn't skip so it. I went with the bondo glass. Remember, the bondo glass has fiberglass strands in it. You know, it has reinforced fiberglass filler. So now I'm nice and flat across there. I mean, I still got the little grooves and stuff, but now I can go over just with regular bondo, and then I can close this gap to where it will be a little bit nicer. So yeah, so now we'll go over with a skiff of bondo, real bondo instead of the bondo glass. That'll fill in all these little divots and stuff like that. The thing with the fiberglass filler is because of the strands, they let me just set this down. With the fiberglass strands, they'll create these little bumps. So there's just really no way to do that. So the best thing to do is just go over it with bondo and just put another layer over the top, and then we'll be nice and flat through there. So this section will be done. I'm not going to worry about that. That's pretty good line right there. So we'll do this, and then we'll work on this area right here maybe tomorrow. And of course we can sand this down now. It's already hard. But yeah, that's what we can do next. So I'm gonna do a skiff of bondo, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take my little popsicle stick or toothpick and go along this edge and create my line. And then once that's there, then I'll lift it up and I'll bondo the rest from the inside and then flatten it out. Okay, so here we go. I got just a tiny little chip right there, but I'll fill that in with that finer, whatchamacallit. So we got those gaps looking really good. Nice and straight, nice and flush. So, I mean, this sits up just a hair, but it's not so bad. Doesn't look bad at all. This is looking way better. All right, so the next step is I'm going to build this up. I'm going to come up from here and go this way. So I need to sand this stuff down until I get to fiberglass. Okay, so that's all flattened out for the most part. I mean, I got to do some real fine sanding, but the door lock is now gone. So once that's painted, that'll look real nice. It'll just be that nice clean look. Yeah, the door lock just sticks out too far. It's kind of funny. I'm surprised they didn't put it like at a different spot or recess it in or something. You know, I don't know. It's what I would have done if I was designing it, but that's okay. So we're gonna let this dry and then just sand over this way, and then then I'll have to come in and build up more down in this way. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. But you can see, boy, that line just looks just fabulous. Okay, yeah, and then like I said, this door is pretty straight. I mean, this is just gonna take a real quick, you know, just not buff, but you know, maybe we'll just a once over. You know, like these other ones were all kind of wavy and groovy. This door is just nice and straight. So I'm gonna see if I can get this whole door, and then maybe like right to here, sanded and all done. I want to kind of, you can't really see the like little line. I don't know if you can, you know, the little arch like this one you can kind of see like a little bit of a just an indent, like a line. It's not an indent, but it's just that line. So I wonder, once I start sanding right through here, I wonder if, you know, there's Bondo right there to where I can make that just that little sharper indent. I don't know. Like, we'll see. If it's there, that'd make your car look even better. But if not, yeah, I'm not gonna piss with it. So yeah, we're almost getting there. I need to order more paint. I better do that tonight or tomorrow. That way it takes like a week or two to get here, and then I'll be able to at least paint the doors. At least, yeah, maybe I don't know. We'll see. I don't know, but I'd like to get the door done on the outside, you know, and then get all my chrome pieces back on, painted, and you know, both doors, and then work my way to the final rear end. All right, I'm gonna leave off right there, guys. I'm pretty tired. It's dark outside, so probably the better investment I ever did was these lights. Oh yeah, and I got the hard top up there. Look how dirty and dusty it is. That needs a complete go over too, but yeah, that's a different day. That's when this car is all done, and then I could just put it on the table and work on it from there. So anyway, yep, step closer. All right, good night, guys.